Hi friends, my name is Al and I'm a teaching artist with the New Victory Theater. And I'm an actor and dancer living here in New York City, and I'm speaking to you today from my apartment in Queens, New York. Today, we're going to do a simple project on our tablets or iPads to create a mood board in support of a theater show. So for example, whenever you see a play, there's usually a costume designer or a scenic designer who creates all the backgrounds and scenes. And in order to prepare, they create a mood board, which is a collection of images from the era or idea that they're trying to develop to help inspire their designs. And we're going to work on that today. All right, friends, now that we're ready to get started with our mood board, we're going to go to the internet and see if we can find some images. So I like to go visit a site called catalogue.co. It's a great search engine for kids, and it's got a category for images. So let's go ahead and say we want to make a show based on the 1920s, otherwise known as the Roaring Twenties. And we can see a bunch of images pop up here that we might like. We can also go to some other pages and see if there's some other stuff here. Different images of different times, just to inform us. So for example, I'm going to pinch in here, and maybe this one is one I want to use. So I can either tap on it and go to the website it belongs to, or just make it a little bigger like that. I can tap and hold with my finger, and I can add the photo to Photos. And I'll just do that with a few more images as I go along. All right, now that we've collected a bunch of photos in our Photos app, we're going to go ahead and put them in an album. So I'm going to go into my photos, and I can see here under Recent, I've got a bunch of my images. So I can select by choosing in the top right-hand corner the Select button. I'm going to select some of these that I've been collecting. And I'm going to use the top left button where it has the little square with the arrow popping out to share them. And I'm going to share them to an album. And the album is going to be a new album, so I'll tap on there where it says New Album. And I'll say 1920s mood board. And I'll save that. All right, and now that we have our album and we've put it all together, now we're ready to go ahead and create a collage. Now, if you'd like, you can do this the old-fashioned way and print this stuff at home if you have permission and cut it up and place it onto a single piece of paper or cardboard. Or you can create a collage using an app. Now that we have our album made, we're going to use a collage app to go ahead and put them into our mood board. So I'm going to go with Collage Maker. That's the one here in the middle. It's pink. You can see it's got a bunch of classic styles and some stylish ones down below. These seem pretty creative and fun. I bet you guys will have some fun with these. But I'm going to go with one of the classic looks. I think I'm going to choose one with a lot of options for images. So I'm going to choose this one here. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots. And I think I'll just tap on one of the plus signs to add an image from my camera roll. And I can choose from recent photos, or I can tap at the top and go to my 1920s mood board. And so here are the photos that I set aside in the album. And let's go ahead and choose who's going to be in the middle. Let's go ahead and choose our friend here. Oh, and it looks like maybe we can choose a few more. I'm going to just go through these real quick. And I wonder if it'll let me add more than the 6. Ah, sure enough, it lets me know. Great, I'll tap on Start down below. And we can see we've got our images here. Now I gotta do a little tweaking here. So in the top left, I'll tap on it. I'll choose, let's see, zoom in. And sure enough, I could just use my finger to go ahead and reposition our friend. I'll tap outside. I'll tap one of the other images. And I can just do that to each of these until I'm happy with my final look. Okay, friends, so that's it. You have learned to go ahead and get some images from the internet, put them in your Photos app, put them into an album, and then use a collage maker to make a collage and have your mood board. Mood boards are a really great way to go ahead and envision what it is you'd like to create by having some suggestions from things that have already existed. All right, have a good time.